Hi, all. Welcome to Alchemy Within from Out Amongst the Stars. I'm so excited to have you here and to kick off this channel. And we're going to just do a quick little intro and find out what I am going to share with you on this channel and what my intention is for it. So I've been studying astrology for several years now, and I've just had it be so helpful in so many ways for myself and understanding myself and where I'm headed. And it's completely different than what I had grown up with. So I just wanted you to keep that in mind, your environment and your origin and different family dynamics sometimes lead us on a certain path, which actually is not what is unique to us and who we are as a soul. And it's just so empowering to find out what your actual astrological archetypes are and all of the aspects and how things show up for you uniquely in your birth chart. It just helps you get through life with so much more ease and learn the lessons faster, because we all come in with a true soul purpose, but also lessons to learn in this lifetime and to teach others. So for me, I had a Saturn return, which is going to be something we talk about a lot, that is around 29 years old. And then again, in another 29 years or so-ish, give or take. And mine was reflected by having a daughter, and who has been part of my soul calling. And she's in her 20s now. And so my intention is to really help the young people, because I've been helping her and guiding her, to get on the right path as well. You'll meet her too eventually. So now this is an interesting part of what we can talk about as well with the different house systems. There's so many different house systems and so many different types of astrology. And this particular one is what I learned with first. And this is the Placidus. And this is the default one that comes when you shows up when you do the astro.com. And as you can see, though, for me, it's a little bit wonky, because I was born in the Northwest Territories. And so I have a huge first house and a huge seventh house. And so I find this actually helpful more when it comes to psychological aspects. And with this chart as well, I had mine rectified. And what was really, really cool about getting that done, because I didn't know my birth time and I was born so far up north and so long ago, they just didn't have record of it. But my mom had a little window of time, and so I was kind of trying to figure out what my rising sign was, and I went through all of these to see if that fit. And I was shifting things around while I had submitted all my data, because there's a lot of different life aspects that you put into finding out your birth time when you're getting it rectified. And I had felt like the Saturn had to be shifted out of the first house. And I found out that it was about a minute different than the actual rectification. So that was a really interesting thing. And I was able to do that probably because some of my houses were so small. So I'm like, well, this makes sense to be here and that makes sense to be there. But really important to have your birth time when you are getting an astrology reading, because this changes within a couple of hours. And if it's right near the end of a degree and you're not an Aquarius rising, you're a Pisces rising, say, it makes a huge difference. So we'll talk about always the big three to start with when I do reading. So this is the rising sign, Aquarius. My sun sign's a Gemini, and my moon sign is in Sagittarius. But I do have a lot of air in my chart and a lot of aspects to Uranus, even though it's very connected to Aquarius. I use the traditional rulers typically as well with these different signs. So this is actually ruled by Saturn as well. We're going to talk about the elements. So this is the air signs, and the blues are the water signs, and the reds are the fire signs, and then we have our earth signs. Really significant what elements are really dominant in your chart, and kind of what you need to work on for the, get the right balance. I have a lot of air, so I talk a lot. And we also will look at the whole sign system. And this really is reflective when we are looking at the outer planets. And so we want to know from day to day what's happening and how it affects each of these house systems, which each have different, significations to them. The first house being yourself, your body. Second house, resources, and we carry on from there. The seventh house has a lot to do with relationships. The 10th house has a lot to do with career. But yet when we get into whole sign, we have MC here, as you see in the 11th house, which is different than the 10th house, yet it is a very big reflection of our career status we leave, our legacy we leave in the world. And so there is quite a difference there between this midheaven and the 10th house. For me, it isn't that way for other people, but they both played a really significant part in my life. So that's just some basics around the different house systems and the ones that I use and the type of astrology I use and what we'll be going over. I would really love to connect with you, and I would really love to have a chance to help you and guide you along on your unique path and this journey in this lifetime. And if you would love to connect with me, this is my email. I'll put some information below, and I am open to do some readings, and we can connect by Zoom and have a little chat about your birth chart, as well as I can do up a little write-up for you as well. So looking forward to talking with you soon. Thank you for being here for the intro of Alchemy Within from Out Amongst the Stars, and we'll be speaking with you soon. Bye for now.